Whether it's your first holiday season without your loved one or your last holiday season with your loved one, here's a way you can make it special. It's the holiday season, and many of you watching know and understand how hard it can be after you've lost someone. Or if you're caring for someone you know isn't going to be here the next holiday season. So, the holiday seasons, we are bombarded with like, it's supposed to be joyful and warm and fun and loving. And many of us have tons of memories where it is joyful and warm and loving. So, it's just a stark reminder if it's not that this year, because those people who make it warm and loving maybe are gone or maybe are different now, and you're caring for them and your life has just changed. So this video is about acknowledging that the holiday season can be really hard if you're grieving, or if you're in an anticipatory grief and caring for someone who likely won't be here the following holiday season. I want to talk about how that can feel, how you're not alone, and then something you can do to maybe help. For instance, my best friend when I was 17, she died in an accident on St. Patrick's Day. So for years and years and years, and particularly the very next year on St. Patrick's Day, it was a holiday that her and I loved celebrating. It was always like a really big celebrating holiday in my family specifically. We're Irish Catholic. It was always like a big thing. So for her to, one, die on that holiday is hard. And then the following years after that, it's like, it's supposed to be a joyous time. I had so many years of like St. Patrick's Day being this super fun holiday for me. Two, now it's the anniversary of my friend's death. And then the first following St. Patrick's Day after she had died, it's like, it's just so hard. And truly, it was really hard probably for the first 10 years after that. So it continued to be hard. And it changed over time. And how I feel about it now, 20 years later, is different than I felt after that first 5 holidays after that. I can remember I didn't want to do anything. And at the time, I was young. I was only 18 or 19. And I felt pressure, like I have to do something special, or I have to celebrate really hard, or not celebrate at all, or I should be inside crying all day. And if I'm not inside crying all day, what's wrong with me? Just really complicated feelings, right? And I didn't know what I know now, which I think now, if I could talk to my younger self, I'd say, give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. However you celebrate it or not celebrate it, or if you do lay in bed and cry all day and feel sorry for yourself, that's okay. That's okay. There's no one way you have to do a holiday. Now, I know that's a different holiday, but you get the picture. I mean, if you're feeling that way this holiday, no one is telling you have to do something a certain way. And if they are, you don't need to listen to them. I just watched another video of a man who lost his mother, and it's his first Christmas without his mom. And he was crying in the video, and he was saying, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to celebrate Christmas. I don't want to do this. And you know what? I'm not going to. The video went viral, and every one of his comments were like, I get it. I did the same thing. I think that's okay. I think we need to give ourselves permission sometimes. If we don't want to celebrate it, we don't have to. Or if we do want to celebrate it but show up unhappy, that's okay too. I always talk about how, if you think about Winnie the Pooh, right? There's all the different characters, Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Tigger, and then Eeyore. If you think about how Eeyore always shows up to like the neighborhood parties, but no one at the party makes Eeyore try to be happy. They all accept Eeyore for who he is and how he's feeling. Now, that might not be how your family accepts you, right? That's the problem. But think of it that way. Allow yourself to show up as you are. You don't have to be happy and joyous if you're not happy and joyous. You can show up to the holiday party sad, or not show up at all. So just know that you're not alone. Ask for support if you need it. And there are different things you can do to help yourself, whether it's therapy or group therapy, talking to somebody else, still continuing on your traditions because it makes you feel good. And just know that like some days it's gonna feel good and some days it's not, that it's all normal. Now, if you don't know what you should be doing or shouldn't be doing, here is something you can try. Now, this could work if it's your first holiday season without your loved one, or if it's your last holiday season with your loved one. It can work either way. So you can start a new tradition. So let's say it's like getting together and baking a certain type of cookie, or buying a new game and having a night where you all play this new game. Getting coffee and going to walk around this certain park, or going to see Christmas lights, something like that. Something that's a new tradition for you and your family. Now, if your loved one is still here with us and they can do all the things, involve them in this new tradition. And if they are not, you can have this new tradition in memory of them. So it's a way to memorialize them into this holiday, because everyone is thinking about the loved one anyway, but no one's really talking about it. But this new tradition is a way to all get together, do something new in memory of them, to talk about them, to bring them into this new tradition. Then, years to come, this is a new tradition that you have in memory of them. So if they are still here, they can participate in the tradition. Then you have new memories with this new tradition. The following year, when they are not there, you have this tradition again in memory of them. You can talk about the last time you guys were together for the holiday season. And then years to come, this new tradition now lives on in memory of your loved one. Now, I bet many of you are probably already doing this. So in the comments, please tell me your favorite family traditions or new traditions you want to start or have started. Also, let me know in the comments if this is you, if you are the one having the hard time this holiday season. This is a community here and we all want to support you.